Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we are taking a first look at Ball X Pit. I know very little about this game. I've seen a couple of reviews, but I have not played it yet. I hear it's pretty fun. Let's find out. I set my volume settings already, so hopefully that shouldn't be an issue. All I know about it is that it's a roguelike and also like a brick break style game. Babylon has fallen, no! A pit is all that remains. Now treasure seekers flock to explore the depths. Okay, so I'm using keyboard and mouse, although I feel like most people playing this would use a controller. And I can see why. Collect gems to gain XP really quick. Because I play on a really high volume on my computer, I need to keep my music volume down. Okay, we gotta level up. I don't know anything at all. Select an upgrade. Silver Bullet. Balls deal 20% bonus damage until they hit a wall. Bleed. Inflicts 4 stacks of bleed. They get extra damage. Egg Sack. Explodes into 2 to 4 baby balls on hitting an enemy. Has a 3-second cooldown before it can be shot again. We're gonna go with the Egg Sack. You walk slower while shooting, and that's auto fire. Okay, and you can adjust the game speed. Got it. Oh, and with auto fire, I don't even have to hold the button. Okay, that's good. We got intelligence. Okay, so really quick. Attributes. Endurance for HP, strength for damage, leadership for baby ball count, damage, and launched balls. Speed affects both ball speed and move speed. Dexterity affects crit chance and fire rate, and intelligence affects AoE power, status effect power, and passive power. Okay, so lightning deals damage on nearby enemies. Bottled Tornado. When you catch a special ball, automatically shoots 1 to 3 new baby balls in random directions. Diamond Hilted Dagger increases crit chance to 20% when hitting enemies in the front. Since we've got like a duplicating ball here, I think having each of them being able to do lightning is probably the way to go. Oh, we got arrows coming in. Okay, okay. Fission randomly levels up your equipment 1 or more times. Cool. Whoa. Wow, I literally just said whoa. Okay, fair enough. So I got +1 level to everything. Bonus strength, okay. Passes through enemies and slows them down for 5 seconds, but deals less damage. Add a stack of burn. So now we're doing burn and lightning damage. Gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Alright, we got a +1 to our fire. And a level up in intelligence. Increase area of effect damage like lightning. Okay, let's do that. Got to be especially careful of the ones that are close to the end. I like, on the one hand, the fact that leveling up pauses the game is a little bit annoying. On the other hand, it gives me a bit of a break. We can upgrade burn. Balls that hit flaming enemies light on fire and deal bonus damage on the next hit. Alright, we got bonus to our AoE as well as our Midnight Oil. Now we're cooking! Whoa! Suddenly the field got bigger. Is that a boss? I want to try to start attacking it right away. Endurance up. We're gonna upgrade our egg sack, which is a weird thing to say in a game like this, but okay. Ow. Ow. Alright, we got the mini boss, I guess? Level up again. Balls go through enemies and deal 25% bonus damage until they hit the back of the field. Oh, interesting. So it'll go through all of them. And with the AoE, that might be the way to go. More damage for each baby ball on the field. 80% after hitting the back of the field. Evolution fuses certain combinations of fully upgraded balls into powerful new balls. Cool. Okay, so we can get Egg Sack and Fire and combine those into rockets, fireworks. Got an achievement called Evolution. Explodes into 3 to 6 fireworks. And that's the game. Okay. 10 minutes and 8 seconds. But of course, this is one of those times where we're going to go back to base, and I assume this is a rogue-lite, in that we get permanent upgrades that will help us out on further runs. Welcome to New Balbalon, your home base. Let's plant some wheat to get... Really, we're farming now. Okay, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Select wheat field. Open the build menu again to place a forest tile. Now you have some resource tiles. You'll have to send out someone to harvest them. I got to admit, I was not expecting this aspect of the game. Oh my god. Really? I only have 1 shot per day. Your workers have a limited time to harvest before getting exhausted. You can hold right-click to speed up the harvest. I see. Okay, okay, and the wheat, he was able to walk over it. With the forest, he bounced off of it. Okay, so I got a wheat and a wood. So we'll put another wheat down. And then we can rearrange stuff. Okay, okay, so hold on. If I set these like this, then I can send him off, bounce, 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 right? I want to make sure that I can hit all 3 of them in one harvest. And then I play 1 more round and then I can harvest again. Okay, I understand. Oh, and then we have characters. This character is named The Warrior. Oh, and Bleed is his, like, his native power-up. Okay. No special gameplay quirks. Okay. I'm getting big Balatro vibes, which I assume is the point. Alright, the only one we've got is the Boneyard. The Bone X Yard. Let's go. We're gonna speed things up this time. Now that I've got kind of a feel for the game. I see that blue sword over on the left is tracking my experience collecting. Yeah. Lightning worked out pretty okay for me last time. Like, in theory, there are some strategies where you can, like, aim properly, but I don't think that's the point of the game. We're gonna stick with the AoE strategy. I feel like that there's something there. Watch out for those arrows. I'll take it. Is that a blueprint? I think I got something, but I can't tell what it was. Okay, fusion combines two fully upgraded balls combining their property. Let's try this. We're going to take bleed and lightning and fuse them to make lightning X bleed. Inflicts 4 stacks of bleed. Area of effect damage from lightning also inflicts status effects from bleed. Want to make sure to grab the coins. Oh boy, things are getting rough. Oh boy, here comes the boss. Trying to grab that experience. Freeze ball. Freeze enemies for 5 seconds. Gaining XP nice and quick. I think we're screwed. Oh no, we made it! Freeze X Broodmother. Increase fire rates. Yes. Oh, and you can't shoot backwards. That's good to know. Okay, we've recovered most of our health. I see on the right we've got an indicator. So we're about to hit the 2/3 mark, and that's going to be our next boss. Speak of the devil. Okay, something to help me kill the enemy. Iron. Gotta avoid these arrows. Nope, I think it's got me. Yep. Just trying to pick up as many coins as possible before I died. Okay, so the game progression is pretty clear, right? I beat the first boss in the first run, probably partially by luck. I got to the second boss and lost there. I level up my warrior to level 3 so that they start off with more stats. Increase the harvest clock by 0.2 seconds every time you harvest wood. Sure, why not? We're gonna go back to base. You can expand by excavating areas outside of your base. Select expand to add more, but I don't have the money for it. Okay, I understand. Okay, so I didn't have that quite right. I gotta move you a little bit. To there. Dink, 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 dink. Okay, I want to make sure it hits everything once, at least, right? Alright, let's go again. The classic brick break strategy of going for the back is definitely helpful. But I do have to make sure I'm keeping an eye on the folks that are up front as well. Let's try this laser. Oh, interesting. So every time that ball hits, it creates a laser. So if I was going to do such a thing as aiming, I would want to aim at big columns of enemies with that. Decrease damage. Increase crit when hitting enemies in the back or from the left. Try this stone effigy. I want to try as many power-ups as I can to sort of get a feel for how they work. Very nice. I don't know if this stone effigy is actually worthwhile. We're trying to get to where we can hit the enemy from behind and get that extra crit. That ethereal cloak would be really nice. I can definitely see how very quickly I'm going to not be able to track what's going on the screen. We're going to go with a lot more sort of passing through enemies kinds of balls this time. Then we're going to hit it from the behind in order to get that crit bonus. Got him. Ghost laser. Egg sack. Ooh, I got a blueprint. Sheriff's Office. Unlocks a new character. using a lot more lasers right now. We seem to be doing really well. Okay, so we seem to be clearing AoE just fine. We just need to get ready for the boss. Okay, so we need some extra damage for the boss. So I'm going to grab the 150% bonus damage. Almost there. Got him. Gunsmith. All characters gain +1 bonus dexterity. Nice. Okay, now we gotta really take care of these guys that are close to us. We're leveling up super quick. No, we're gonna gain gold. It's gonna help us buy upgrades for our base. Early game, the big thing I want to do is make sure I'm upgrading my base as fast as possible because it'll help me get through runs a little bit more quickly. Coins are the priority. Coins are the priority. I'm not really aiming to finish this run. I'm aiming to be able to improve my base as much as possible. To the boss. This is the last boss. Oh boy. This is fine. That's terrifying. More golds. Avoid the... Okay, I see. We have turned this into even more of a bullet hell game. I don't even know if I'm doing damage to this guy. Small movements. Just enough to get out of the way. I can't even tell if I'm hitting him or not because my focus so hard on my own character. Whoa, boy. Christ. That is so many arrows. In fact, I think I should slow the game down. Give myself a little more time to dodge. Ow. Again, I legitimately cannot tell if I'm even damaging this guy. Nice. Okay, I was not intending to beat this this level this quickly, but that was a lot of fun. One more until the next lift upgrade is unlocked, which I assume will bring me down to another level. Plus 0.05 stat effect power for each character you've completed the Bone X Yard with. Each fast tier completed on top of that adds another 0.005. I also got 100 gold and 4 stone. Level 4. 3 blueprints and a gear. Let's go back to base. New upgrades. New items will have a chance of appearing upon leveling up. Enemies explode on death. Curse has a 10% chance of killing enemies. When a poisoned enemy dies, 10% for them to come back with a zombie. Building a house will unlock a new character. Open the build menu. Select the housing category. Select the sheriff's office. Okay. I see how this goes. Send workers to bounce on the scaffold to complete the building. Okay. I definitely see how I'm gonna have to, like, really put some thought into how I arrange these to make sure I maximize my harvests. And in fact, I should have built more stuff first. I'm just messing around for now. There we go. Again, I'm sure there are some more optimal ways of placing all of this. But for now, I'm fine just going random. What I'm kind of hoping to do is set it up so that it bounces off of these boulders in the back and kind of bounces back and forth off of the forests. So, like, I know that the person starts about here, so maybe if I have just a couple of wheat here and then the rest be stuff that can bounce off of, but now this one over here is never going to get hit. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Alright, let's try the Itchy Finger. A disgraced deputy. Has scattered aim but shoots twice as fast and constantly launches balls if any are available. Can move at full speed while shooting. Let's go. Yeah, I don't mind the scattered aim at all. It'll be a little bit inconvenient for bosses, but for regular mobs, it doesn't matter. I haven't used Dark yet. Deals 3 times damage but destroys itself after hitting an enemy. I'm not a big fan of that, but let's give it a shot anyway. Yeah, we're going for some big single target damage right now, it seems like. So I hit them with that purple ball directly, it should do a crap ton of damage right now. Especially if I hit directly. Yeah, that purple ball is one-shotting everything right now. I'm gonna focus on upgrading what I've got rather than picking up a bunch of new stuff. Fire and wind evolved to make Inferno. Oh, look at that. That's an awesome looking ball right there. Oh, and it bounces a lot. Yeah, look at all that fire damage I'm doing. So now we want to try to prioritize doing extra damage to folks who are burning. Okay, so I beat the boss, but I don't think this is going to go well for me. Oh boy, we're coming down to it. Okay. Oh my God, we're surviving. Yeah, the exploding on death is really good, I think, when we've got a bunch of damage over time. Only two. I don't think I've got what it takes for this guy. Maybe the Inferno Dark Ball is what's going to save me here. Got him. Clinic. Yep. Didn't even make it to the final boss. It's fine. Got Itchy Finger leveled up. Got a couple of blueprints. That's more like what I was going for. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. We still have to finish them by bouncing people off of them, right? Okay, fine. No problem. I've been going for a little less than an hour now. Let's keep going. What else new did I get? New housing. A haunted house for a new character. But it's still being built. So let's go again. I want to get as many people as possible through the Boneyard. Hopefully we get to try the third person before the end of this video. So I really liked Inferno, but I think mixing Inferno with Dark was not the right way to go. Vertical laser has really done well for me. Partially because this is a vertical arena, right? Like the space I'm in is primarily vertical, so the vertical laser is going to be way better than the horizontal. We're going to increase fire rate since that seems to be this guy's thing. Come on, 5 levels. Only 2. Yeah, definitely going with wind. Having the wind and fire turn into Inferno was really nice, and I think I want to keep playing around with that. And we're just going to max out our fire rate. Money. Okay, boss coming up. See if we can push another level before the boss gets here. Yes, okay. Diamond Hills Dagger. Increase crit chance when hitting enemies in the same column as you. Yeah, we're going with the Inferno. We want to get AoE damage on as many enemies as possible. We've got Inferno and Burn, so we're going full fire here. Oh, gorgeous. Look at that. Yeah, we're going all in on fire this round. Inferno X laser. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at all of the lasers happening. This is incredible. Barracks. Ooh, a new evolution. Bomb? Explodes when hitting an enemy. Not bad. Yeah, gotta be careful, they're getting close. I think we're cooked. Yep. Cooked. We'll grab long sickle. I don't really need the extra speed. Got it. Nice, we got some good resources and these two buildings were almost done. I really like having this gap in here so it can bounce off of it. Let's go again. How long have we been doing this? 1 hour 5, okay. I want to try to get to the third character if at all possible. Okay, I guess we're gonna go all in on baby balls this time. Nice. Always good when you get the maximum number of upgrades. So since we're going all in on baby balls, we are going to do the brood mother. Turning this into a reverse bullet hell, where it's the enemies that have to deal with the bullets. I'm starting to think that you don't want to be fusing things until you've got, like, all of your slots filled. Wow, got like a bunch of stuff all at once. Wow, really? Just one? Okay, fine. Shoemaker. All characters gain +1 speed. This could be going better. Yeah, this did not work out. Going all in on baby balls did not work out. We were only in there for 5 minutes. Yikes. The Repentant. Hold tab to highlight them and left click to open. Okay. Okay, I can upgrade it to level 2. Gunsmith is still under construction. Barracks is still under construction. Oh, I see. This is going to go all the way back. Okay, this is going to get bonkers. Alright, we're going to try the Repentant, a sorrowful specimen filled with regret. Balls deal 5% more damage each time they bounce, but when they hit the back wall, they return to the player, damaging each enemy they pass through. Interesting. Let's try it out. So that's the big thing, is I want it to hit the back wall. That's pretty effective. Ooh, a turret. Sure, let's try it. Very nice. There we go. I'm trying to bounce it so that they hit the back wall and then come back to me through the enemies. That seems to be working out really well. So I'm focusing on getting as many upgrades as possible before I start fusing things. And again, that hitting the back wall and coming through everything is ridiculously powerful. I feel like that's gonna... having them do more damage after they hit the back wall is gonna end up being a big bonus. Yeah, especially that iron ball. Look at how much damage that did. Christ. Yeah, we want to try to line it up so that it hits the back wall and then comes back at me. So I'm aiming for this little area here. Nice. Freeze ray. Ooh, and a schoolhouse. I got so many level ups in a row. There we go. Bounce it off the back. Get everyone all at once. Shotgun. Okay, now that it's widened, I can hit the back a lot more easily. What I need is a way to pass through the enemies and bounce off the back. Like, the Cloak of Etherealness would be really, really good. Got him. Yep, we got pretty far, but not quite where we wanted to. Level 2, extra speed. Nice. Very nice. Got a lot of good stuff there. Need more stone. We're gonna go back to Itchy Finger. Go again. So Itchy Finger is much more about the get up close and hit as many enemies as possible, Whereas the Repentant seems a lot more about bouncing the ball off the back. Because the aim doesn't matter if I'm right up in front of the enemy. Stone Effigy did a lot of work for me, if I recall properly. Just one? Oh, that sucks. Consulate. Crossfire. Frozen Flame. No good. We focused too much on the boss and not enough on the enemies. We did get a level up, though. I think I'm going to go back to the Repentant. Where am I still building? I'm still building that thing. I missed it. Oh, no, I got it once. I got it twice. then once I've built something, I can move it, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, bouncing them off the back wall is very strong. But unfortunately, when the back row gets super full, that becomes very difficult. So I really need to find, like the ethereal cloak or something that'll allow me to pass the ball through the enemy. Hey, perfect. Just what I needed. That should up her power incredibly. Because now I don't have to aim. Yeah, because each ball hits twice, once on the way in and once on the way out. I don't even need the bonus on the ethereal cloak, because it's not the bonus damage I'm interested in. Absolutely brutal. Look at this. Yeah, I just want as many different kinds of special balls as possible. Then we'll start worrying about fusions and evolutions and stuff. Because, man, the enemy isn't even getting a foothold. Increase hit or crit chance while hitting them from the back. Yes, please and thank you. Yeah, I'm just melting whole rows, like, instantly. I'm gonna go ahead and say I've got a good feeling about this one. Like I said, I want as many kinds of special ball as possible. I'm not worried at all about this boss. We're gonna melt it. Get absolutely wrecked. Get like a magma ball? Yeah. So we're going to crit them twice, once going in and once coming out. Yep, it's another special ball type, so we're going for it. Like, I'm not even picky about what special kind of ball types we're using, just so long as we have as many of them as possible. Blizzard. Holy crap. That is intense. The next boss coming up. We're going to try to focus on the minions and the boss at the same time. Get absolutely wrecked. Crazy. That blizzard ball is ridiculous. Honestly, at this point, the biggest challenge is picking up all the crystals. I'm actually not intimidated at all. Get destroyed. Absolutely wrecked. That was such a fun run. So yeah, it turns out getting the Cloak of Etherealness on the Repentant is insanely powerful. So we got a cozy home for a new character. We got our second gear, which means we can upgrade the pit lift. Snowy X Shores. Okay. I really do need to actually put some thought into how I want this to look. Exorcist. Add the ability to banish upgrades when leveling up. That's actually really, really useful. Oh, hold on. There we go. I really just want to get this building worked on. Got it. Nice. The cohabitants. They're not creepy at all. Okay, we're gonna go with the Repentant again, because I'm very, very good with her. And we're gonna try out the Snowy Shores. We've been doing this for... Okay, so this will probably be my last run for this video. Though I might want to try out the twins as well. Alright, new place, new area, let's go. No Cloak of Etherealness. None of these are good. We're gonna reroll. We're really, really hoping to get that cloak. Oh, I see. I have to hit those guys from the back, I bet. There it is. Once again, just one. It's fine. First boss coming up. That's a passive. I want more special kinds of ball, please. Utterly destroyed me. It's okay. Good to know. Gotta get some more upgrades. Each harvest, the first 2 workers that bounce on this building gain 25% movement speed. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to do some more work before I get that one. Probably shouldn't have this building I'm trying to build all the way in here. You should probably be somewhere easy to hit. Alright, we're gonna try out the new character, plus 25% gold. For each ball Sorry about that microphone issue. For each ball launched, a copy is launched in the mirror direction. They deal half damage. So this is going to be the FPS killer. We're going to go back to the boneyard, see how these two play. Oh, crazy. Oh, this is going to take some getting used to. Yeah, really tough to keep track of what's going on with these two. Should be double the magma balls over time, right? Hell yeah, a full 5-point fission. Definitely happy with that. So now we should be getting a lot of magma balls out there. The magma ball proliferation is pretty scary, if I'm being honest. Now we're going to do horizontal and vertical lasers. I've just got a constant barrage of these slow-moving magma balls going up, pushing back all the enemies. Now the question is, will it translate to a boss victory? Because I'm doing great at destroying waves. Absolute chaos. Just mayhem. Deal with the trash mobs first. Oh, they have a bigger hitbox too. Oh, that's not great. Crap. Okay, so I need to figure out what the hitbox is on these folks, or else I'm definitely dead. Yeah. There was no way. The larger hitbox is way too difficult. I know there is a setting that allows you to see your hitbox, which I'm going to turn on right now. Because I could not tell there whether I was going to get hit or not. I probably should have turned down the speed, now that I think about it. Where is it? Language, button mapping. I could have sworn there was Ah, there it is. Visual or visible player hitbox. Done and dusted. Okay. Okay, well, that is Ball X Pit, friends. I had a really good time. I don't think the twins are going to be my favorite. I really liked how they could clear massive waves of enemies, but it was really hard to deal with the larger hitbox as well as aiming, especially aiming when I'm trying to navigate bullet hell. But regardless, I had a good time. I mean, after 2 hours, I would say I'm not going to be refunding this one. I'll probably hold on to it. I don't know if it's a game that I'm going to play a lot, but it definitely is a great game where if you've got 20 or 30 minutes, you can sit down and play it a little bit. And, you know, if you've got an evening where you don't have anything to do, you could probably get lost in this game for hours and hours. Yeah, overall, pretty good. Friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.